Hi, it's Sandy again with another hymn improvising tip. Now, I realize my voice is a little bit froggy today. I've got a little throat thing going on, but I wanted to go ahead and get this video out to you instead of waiting until the throat clears up. May have to come back and redo this one after I get the whole series done, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, today we are talking about how to fill in the gaps during a half note. And in this particular case, we're talking about when you have a half note and the very next note is what we call a fifth higher. If you know what that is, just hang in there for a second. But for instance, if you're playing a C for the half note and then you skip the D, the E, the F, and you're going to play a G as your next note, that would be a fifth. Whatever key signature you're in, you're playing the note, you're skipping the next three letters, and you're playing the next one. So you play note 1, you skip 2, you skip 3, you skip 4, and you play 5. So that's what we call a fifth higher. So what you can do when you have a fifth higher is you can play the original note, play 2 notes down, and then play the 2 notes back up, play the second note, the third note, the fourth note, and land on the fifth note. Let me give you a couple of examples, okay? In this particular song, Now I Belong to Jesus, in the chorus, now I belong to Jesus, Jesus belongs to me. Did you catch that? Between Jesus and Jesus, we have a fifth. Now I belong to Jesus. I'm on an F sharp right there. I'm going to skip my G, skip my A, skip my B, and my next note is Jesus belongs to me. So I've got a space there that I can improvise. So I can say, now I belong to Jesus. Jesus belongs to me. So what that would be in real time is more like, now I belong to Jesus. Jesus belongs to me. See how that works? So you run down 2 notes, back up those 2 notes, and keep going until you land on that last note that you wanted to land on. Another example, in Wonderful Grace of Jesus, at the end of the verse you have, for the wonderful grace of Jesus reaches. That reaches me. That's a fifth there. So let's see, in this hymn book we have wonderful grace of Jesus. Here we go. Reaches me. Did you catch that? I'm on a G. So I play the F, the E, back to F, to my original G, keep going up. So again, in real time, it's wonderful grace of Jesus reaches me. All right, one more example over here in Christmas song. We have, while shepherds watch their flocks by night, all seated on the ground, though the angel of the Lord came down in glory, showing around, and that's a fifth right there. Glory shone around, and there's your fifth. I play the G, skip the A, skip the B, skip the C, and play the D. That's a fifth. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a half note followed by a note that's a fifth higher. So for this one, we can say, glory shone around. Here it comes. And glory shone around. Okay, again, sorry for the singing today, but that's one little thing that you can do in your hymns. And again, I would just do the 1 note. I wouldn't try to play 2 notes on all of those runs. I would just do the 1 note run. Use some good fingering if you need to. Maybe do some crossing over, some running your thumb under like you would in a scale. If that's something you're not familiar with, look around for another video about scales. If it's not there yet, it will be eventually. But you can play around with that. One quick tip with fingering in music, we can cross our thumb underneath our hand. For instance, we can play these 3 notes, cross our thumb under and keep going like this. We can cross our fingers over our thumb to like come down, thumb, cross over, but we never cross fingers over fingers, either direction. That messes up, that flips your hand over, it makes you have to have straight fingers, it just does a lot of bad things. So if you need to play with fingering, you can cross your hand over your thumb, you can cross your thumb under your fingers, but never fingers over fingers. All right, this is Sandy at Playforministry. I'll be talking to you later.